Looking forward to that. Well, right now, the impact of that ongoing government shutdown is really rippling across the country, including, of course, right here in Houston.
Yeah, so over the weekend, Bush Airport shut down security checkpoints in terminals B, C, and D. What did that mean? It meant that everybody was funneling through security at just terminals A and E, and that's still happening this morning. And Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says that if this shutdown continues, federal workers miss another paycheck, we can expect the travel issues to only get worse.
So we've been staying on top of this for weeks now, and we've got all the impacts here in the Houston area. Our Devon Raming, for example, covering the local efforts to support those who are struggling to put food on the table. And first, we're going to start with Ugochi Uloka live at Bush Airport. Hey, Ugochi, so what are the lines looking like now compared to what we saw at 5 a.m.?
Well, start wait times are still at about 90 minutes here at Terminal E here at Bush Airport. Now, you can see the standard TSA lines really backed up here at this hour compared to an hour ago. And you can see that the line starts at the front of the door. You see how packed it is right now at this hour. But what's really interesting, if you wrap around this way, we'll show you this side over here. TSA pre-check, this side is also pretty packed. You can see all the people here. The line is building up at this hour. So a lot of folks here obviously waiting a lot longer than they usually would. And we spoke to a man named Will, who is traveling to Chicago about half an hour ago. He talks about how long he got here, or how long he waited and when he got here to the airport. Take a listen.
I wasn't going to be here 3 hours, so.
You're like 3 hours is too long.
Yeah, I mean, if I miss it, I miss it. I guess I really wasn't sure what to expect. I'm just glad that the line's not out the door, so.
Yeah, this video shows lines overflowing outside Bush Airport less than 24 hours ago. Now, the Houston Airport's Director of Aviation is urging passengers to get here early and stresses long security wait times could last as long as the federal government is still shut down. This means wait times could surpass 3 hours here at Bush Airport, with only TSA checkpoints at terminals A and E open for passengers. And at Hobby Airport, fewer screening lanes are open, with wait times extending over an hour there. Now, Houston Airport staff are trying to help TSA workers as much as they can to move passengers safely and along as they deal with staffing shortages. So back out here live, again, you can see things are picking up at this hour. So just want to be clear, it really is long at this hour, typically on any other day, but it's really double the amount of people because of the long wait times here. So that's what we're trying to show you. So the biggest message is get to the airport early. Much earlier than you usually would. So say if you get here an hour before you typically would catch your flight, or 2 hours before, go ahead and out an hour on top of that to avoid potentially missing your flight. We had reports of some people missing their flight yesterday because the TSA lines were just way too backed up. Now, you heard from Will there saying he's not going to get here 3 hours earlier. He got here 2 hours before. So that was his advice there, and he was able to make his flight. You'll hear more from him coming up in the next hour on KH11 Plus at 7 a.m. Reporting live here at Bush Airport, Ugochi Uloka, KHOU 11 News.
It does look worse to us now compared to when we saw you last. Ugochi, thank you. We'll check in back with you later on.
It is, Jacob. It is.
Yeah. All right, Ugochi, thank you. Let's turn to Devon Raming now live.